We ask, why is the WorkCover issue so complicated? My response is, because they, both government and WorkCover, want it to be. Ladies and gentlemen, I have no spin to offer today, and sadly, no solutions to offer, because as a crossbencher, without the support of either major party, we are a minority who are powerless to get amendments through the Legislative Council. That could be used as an argument against having independence in Parliament, or it could be used as an argument to have more of us, and I will leave that up to you to decide. I cannot stand here today and lay blame at the feet of any one party, because in my view, both have let you down over the decades, with a swing away from the needs of injured workers and a swing towards the big business end of town. Both parties seem to have forgotten that without fit, healthy and confident workers, there is no business, there is no industry, and that is almost where we find ourselves at present. I look back over the very first speeches made in the Assembly and actually got goosebumps reading those politicians talk about injured workers and their responsibility to them. Then I listened in the House to the speeches made last year about responsible fiscal management, and I wondered how we had arrived at this place of what seems to be the law of the jungle, survival of the fittest. I felt a deep sense of shame on the day that the legislation was passed unamended, and I still feel it today. It is not good when a Member of Parliament stands before victims of an unfair and dysfunctional system and admits being powerless to be able to make the necessary changes to improve their lives. But here I am. Almighty God, we humbly beseech Thee to vouchsafe Thy blessing upon this Parliament. We pray Thee to direct and prosper our deliberations to the advancement of Thy glory and the true welfare of the people of this state. This is the prayer that is said before every sitting day in the Legislative Council. In my very early days in Parliament, I found it inspiring and indeed a little consoling that we should ask some kind of guidance from a higher power for the decisions that we make. But as time has moved on, I have come to realise that this is a little more than a meaningless ritual. What is described as the bigger picture is what seems to have caught and held the gaze of many in politics. Of course, when this happens, we tend to forget that it is all the small pieces of the puzzle that make up that big picture. And when we lose sight of those small pieces and where they fit, then we are in trouble. And make no mistake, we are in trouble. I thank all of you for your attention, and I hope that you do not give up, that you can become a powerful lobby of people united in a common cause that says enough is enough. And I also hope that on March the 20th, you remember and you vote according to what your life experience has been, rather than voting for any party that makes many promises pre-election and then continues with their dirty deeds post-election. Please remember that societies get the governments they deserve. You are the voters who have the power, and every 4 years for about 4 weeks, both major parties are reminded of this. Last but not least, I would like to commend Rosemary Mackenzie-Ferguson for her endless work that she does in the area of supporting injured workers and their families. It is people like Rosemary who restore my faith in humankind. I thank you for your time and your attention, and I wish you all the very best.